What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Some of you guys do not know, but I run a mobile detailing business. I'm kind of just starting out, and today we have a BMW X5 in, and this thing is pretty dirty. Brake dust is pretty bad on German cars, if you guys know. We've got some more dirt down here and everything, and the tires need some love, so we're gonna get to it. And this is my setup. So I got my ego blower, I got a power wash right there, and a bunch of other products and some drying towels right there. So we're gonna get to this thing, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. It should take us about an hour to an hour and a half, and we'll get some videos of it. And sorry for the wind noise out here, but we just did my Audi this morning, and it's looking very, very clean. So this will kind of be a how-to video, the do's and the don'ts, and pretty much just how to wash the exterior of your car. So enjoy. Alright guys, we are just about to get started. So here's everything I'm using for the exterior, and this is going to be very basic. It is just Koch Chemie Greenstar, and the reason I'm doing this is because this car is incredibly dirty, and I'm also out of wheel cleaner. But the good thing about Koch Chemie is that it's extremely dilutable. Greenstar is extremely dilutable and can be used for anything. So we have 10-to-1 here, and about the same, maybe a little more concentrated, maybe like 7 or 8-to-1. This is for the wheels and this is for the exterior. And the reason I'm doing this is because we are stripping everything off of this to get it ready for wax. We're gonna wax this thing, and I know it's a little bit different because most people don't really use wax anymore. I feel like everybody uses ceramic or some type of spray coating like Giant Wet Coat. But we are actually going to be using a carnubawax. That's just what I have with me and what I want to use for this car. And I think it's going to look great, so let's get started. Alright, and then we also have Koch Chemie Greenstar in both of these, so my wash mitt and for my wheel bucket. And then we are going to be using this Carnuba Gold Class Wax. This stuff is actually really, really great, and it lasts for multiple cars. I just had this lying around and I thought this would look very good on here because it's more of a warm finish. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this thing, and then we'll video us using this stuff. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just start spraying down the whole vehicle. We'll start off with the wheels because they're the dirtiest, and the wheel wells, and then we'll move around to the exterior and get that done as well. Okay, now that we've gone ahead and sprayed down the wheel wells, the wheels, and the tires, what we're going to go ahead and do is use our Koch Chemie Greenstar for the wheels and the tires. I have my wheel bucket right there. It's got my tire brush, the rim cleaner, and an actual mitt. So we're going to go ahead and spray that down. And you want to be careful, guys, not to let this dwell too long. In the shade, it's okay here, but in the sunlight back there, this can damage the wheels. So be careful with this if you're using Koch Chemie Greenstar or any other type of wheel cleaner. But we're going to go ahead and start with this, and yeah. Okay, now we have another wheel here, and it's very caked in brake dust. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a heavy pre-spray. I'm trying to get most of it off of there. You guys can just see the dirt that's dripping off the wheel well. Now we'll go ahead and repeat the same thing. So we'll do wheel wells with Greenstar, brush the tires, get into the inner barrel of the wheel, and then do the face of the wheel with our wash mitt, and that'll be it. All right, now we are done with the wheels and the tires and the wheel wells, although we're gonna hit them again with our foam cannon here in a minute. But we're gonna go ahead and go spray down the vehicle because for Greenstar, you want the surface to be cool. And right here it's cool, and we'll get some more shade in a minute, but just to be safe, we're gonna go ahead and spray it down, cool down the surface, and then we'll start foaming. Alright, now that we've gone ahead and done our pre-rinse, we're gonna go ahead and do our pre-soak with Greenstar, and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes because it's warm. And then we will get started on our contact wash. Okay, so we've gone ahead and pre-rinsed and pre-soaked and rinsed again. Pretty much any dirt that's going to be left behind is all the way at the bottom, so we don't have to worry too much about scratching. We have our mitt in our bucket here, which is also filled up with just a little bit of Greenstar. We're going to go ahead and foam again and then do a contact wash, and after that we can dry it off and put some wax on. All right, now just because it's a little warm out, we're going to do half the car that's in the heat and then rinse it off, and then we'll do the other half that's in the shade. So we'll start on this just because I'm a little bit cautious with the Greenstar. So we'll go ahead and do our contact wash, and we'll be done with this side and move around to the other. Okay, so we finished up with the contact wash. Now we're gonna go ahead and dry this up and get some wax on it. And after that, we'll put some tire shine on and some trim dressing because they're looking a little bit faded around the rocker panels. And then we will be done with this. Alright, now a big problem with these mirrors is that they're auto folding. So what we need to do is grab the keys and grab our blower and blow out all the cracks and crevices, because there are a lot, especially on the roof rack mirrors and the side vents on the fender. So we'll go ahead and grab our blower, let it do its thing, get all the cracks and crevices, also dry off the wheels and tires and get those ready for tire shine, and put some wax on. Alright guys, we have gone ahead and applied some wax to the front end fenders and the hood, and now we're just going to wait for it to dry. Cross hatch pattern is best for this carnubawax, and then let it dry or haze for about 3 to 5 minutes, especially if you're working outside. It's going to be a little quicker. And then we have a nice plush high GSM buffing towel that we're going to use to remove this wax, and then we'll do it over the whole car, and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, check out that gloss. That is absolutely insane. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with the back half of the car. But wow, that wax really woke this paint up. You can see how glossy it is, especially on the fenders there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish up, and then we'll show you guys the whole car. Alright guys, we are just about finished up. We are applying some tire and trim dressing, and then just touching up a few spots with our high GSM rag. I am using Suds Lab trim and tire dressing. This is easily dilutable and gives the tires a nice look. Not too glossy if you want to dilute it. If you don't want to dilute it, that's totally fine as well. We also did some trim restore because they were looking a little bit faded as well. But this is the finished product. And I got to tell you guys, this paint in the sun looks absolutely amazing. Very glossy, nice warm glow from that carnubawax. And the trim and tire dressing look absolutely phenomenal as well, to really wrap up this car and give it a nice look.